Here's a story that I want to tell you today that I call the New Moon List. And I think this brings home everything I've been talking about to this point and a lot of the things that I refer to in some of the other content that I've done regarding manifestation and how it takes time, and that I'm on the same path with everybody else and basically have to live the things that I'm saying. And I think this story kind of brings that all together in a really, really good way. So this goes back to 2015. I was seeing a life coach slash psychic person who was referred to me and was very helpful to me for quite a while. Someone who would give me some advice, talk about, personal things, how to move forward in business, but with this approach from a psychic standpoint where you could tell this person certain things about certain business relationships that you were having, and she would say, listen, I don't think this is a good person to go forward with. I think there's some problems there. This is the feeling that I'm getting. So in addition to this life coach, I was also getting an aspect of this advice that was kind of unique. While we were seeing each other, this is October. This is October of 2015. And she said, there's a new moon coming and it's a really powerful time, and I want you to go ahead and make a wish list of the things you really want to bring into reality. And if you make it at this time, it really has the power of manifestation that you can use to really bring these things about. I put the list up into my closet in a place that was safe where it wasn't going to be disturbed. And I had essentially forgotten about it. From time to time, I would go back, I would think about the list just in my mind, but I never actually went back to look at the list itself. And so years would go by, and then I would think about it, and then a couple more years would go by, but I never actually went to look at it. And this goes on over a period of about 9 years. And this was last October. I thought about the moon list again, but this time it was a little different. And I said to myself, let me actually go get on a little step ladder, let me pull the list out, and let me take a look at the list for the first time in almost a decade. I pull the list and I'm looking through it. Then my attention went to the bottom of the list, which is the last thing I wrote. And the last thing I wrote was, I want to be a commentator. And the thought I had as my mind went back to the time I was writing it was, I want to be in front of the camera. I want to be on podcasts. I want to give interviews. I want to provide my own content. I had all of these thoughts going through my mind as I wrote that down on the list. And as I read it, it took me back to that moment because I remember what I was thinking at the time. And then a really weird thing happened. My attention went to the top of the list, and I had written out the words New Moon List, and the date was October 9th, 2015. And when I saw the date, I realized something really, really impactful that hit me. It stunned me. I was speechless. The date was October 9th, 2024. Unknowingly, unwittingly, or otherwise, for the first time in 9 years that I decided to get on the ladder and pick up the list and look at it, it was 9 years to the day. I picked up the list exactly 9 years after I had written it. I looked at this list and said, man, I really want to be a commentator. But I hadn't yet picked up the camera to get in front of it to talk to you about the things that I want to do and what my plans were. And that wasn't until a couple of months ago that I started down this road myself. So when we talk about manifestation and we talk about action, which are the things that I've talked about, and the time sometimes that it takes, the long delays between the things that you want, the things that you are wishing for, don't actually occur for a long time due to a lot of reasons. But it also brings home that this doesn't actually happen until you put action into place. By the time I looked at this list in October, I had already taken the steps and begun to put that into action. And that really propelled me to go get this camera and start to tell my story in front of it. Just turn on the camera and start to talk. And it's been the most fulfilling thing. And I talk about doing those things that come from your heart space. And I can't tell you the joy that it has brought me to be able to talk about my life experience and the things that I've learned and my psychedelic journeys and expansion of consciousness and how I think it can help us all. And to think that it was 9 years to the day that I really put that wish out there just brings home when I talk about sometimes immense delay can happen, and you just have to keep the faith, keep on pushing, but most importantly, put into action the things that are on that wish list. There is a power to physically putting pen to paper. In addition to just the thought alone and making the wish, it somehow formalizes things and puts your thought into action, just the act of actually writing it. And then I say to myself, there's really no coincidence that these are my spirit guides, my angels, my support team that I talk about, that drove me to get on the ladder and say, hey, now that I've thought about this for a number of times over the years, I actually want to go pick up the paper and actually put my eyes on it and see what I wrote and see what has transpired over 9 years. And so I think that the coincidence, if you will, of the timing of the day was a sign to me that I'm finally on the right pace, doing the things that I want to do in the time that was divinely set for me, and that I'm putting into action those things that are finally now all coming together to manifest into this wonderful reality. So the Moon List of 2015, I thank you. I thank the universe on this beautiful day. I'm filled with gratitude and appreciation, and I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself that even though it might have taken me years to put my wishes into action, but I'm so appreciative for the people that have put me on the path, that have given me this advice, that have been with me. Some people are no longer with me, but I continue on in my own journey and celebrate life. And I'm just filled today bringing this story to you with gratitude and love. I hope you have a great one.